So we have been inundated with rain today, the last couple of days, and it's going to go on for about another 5 or 6 days, they say. So just wanted to show you something real quick that I did today, and I think it's going to work out. Done it before in the past, and think it's going to work out real well. I don't need I don't need to water my blackberries. The one in the earth box here are the ones in blue tubs, so I don't need to water them because we've had so much rain. Now, earth boxes with covers on them, they don't get the rain. Keep that in mind. If you got earth boxes, you still got to water them, even if you're in monsoon season. But these, I've got the tops open on the blue tubs, the big wicking tubs. All the tops are open, so they get rainwater and they get plenty. There's another good thing about wicking tubs that maybe I didn't explain the other day is that they get rain when earth boxes will not, if you have the white, if you have the covers on them. But anyway, what I did is come in here and sprinkle some of the that 20-20-20 Haas water soluble. I would almost guarantee you that the reservoir is full. The water reservoir down at the bottom of that earth box is full, so I don't need to water it. However, I want to get that blue fertilizer, that 20-20-20, down into the roots. Don't want to just sit there on top. That's just kind of crazy. So I'm going to water it in, just a little, just enough to dissolve it. And I think that's kind of the beauty of using this stuff, is this is just one application. You can do this side dressing some plants and such as that. But for this, I have got about 1,000 blackberries that need to grow big, and for that reason, look at those. I mean, I bet I just kind of looked the other day and just did a cursory count, 500, maybe 600 blackberries on this one Ouachita plant. But anyway, what I'm doing is just since the reservoir is full, I don't want to water so much that I run water out the bottom, because then I'll be running fertilizer out the bottom too. So I'm just going to do that, and it is incorporated into the soil. And the rain I get in subsequent days, because it is supposed to rain, will just wash it down even further into the soil and down into the reservoir. Hopefully not enough to where it'll run out. I like to say you don't want to lose the fertilizer, but this is one way I know they're getting it. I know exactly how much they got, and I expect these blackberries to go ape doo-doo. So we'll see how it goes. But that's just one thing you can do if you have water-soluble fertilizer. For most things, I don't recommend Miracle-Gro, because it's like 21-8-10 or something. I forget what it is, but it's too high in nitrogen. You want something that's gonna give you blooms, and in turn, those blooms give you fruit. So I'm just not a big believer in, hang this up here. I'm just not a big believer in, you can hear it. I mean, it's wet. Just not a big believer in Miracle-Gro fertilizer. That's why I like the 20-20-20. It's complete, balanced, and it's good for stuff like this. Now, Miracle-Gro would be good for corn or something like that you need a lot of nitrogen. Might be good for corn. Miracle-Gro makes a tomato fertilizer and a bloom fertilizer that's got the big middle number, but it's like 2 or 3 times as expensive as regular Miracle-Gro. So I don't use it. I never have. Hard to find. You can't find it anywhere. You got to buy it online usually. And I'll put a link to it below. You may want to try that. But for things that bloom, such as this blackberry plant, or such as a tomato plant, or such as a pepper plant, things that bloom need that middle number, need the phosphorus. It's nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. They need the middle number. But I'll try to give you a look at the garden later on this week, a real in-depth look. Right now I'm picking squash, I'm picking a few peppers, so things are looking good. I just ate a blackberry, need to go back down and get a bunch more. My Primark Freedoms have got some massive blackberries on it. I'll try to get a video of that before I eat them all. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that, a little trick that I've learned recently, and I think it's going to work real well. I didn't do it to my new blackberry plants, those puncas, simply because I fertilized them when I planted them. This is the second year for this pot, so it's hard to get in there and dig a trench. That whole box is full of roots. I mean, that's just solid root. So it's hard to get in there and dig a trench. Plus, I've got to reach this cage and such. Hard to get in there and dig a trench to put some 10-20-10 in there or something like that. So the 20-20-20 water soluble, water it in just real quick, and you can do that on your fruit trees. Anyway, I think it's good. I like it in the boxes, the containers especially, because it's probably not going to rinse out like it would maybe if you watered a tree root and you had some big rains. It might just wash away. So little tip, try it. Haas 20-20-20, I've got a link below to it and to my Haas affiliate link, and give it a shot. I use it 20-20-20 for everything, and I do need to come in here and put a tablespoon of micro boost down the hatch there, or spread the tablespoon of micro boost on top and water it in just like I did that. I don't see why that would not be a problem. It just enhances the soil, enhances the microbes, stuff like that. So it's not even really a fertilizer. It's more of a microbial whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's good stuff, man. It tears you up. I mean, it tears everything up. It makes everything go crazy. So one little look at the watermelons planted here, growing there, and then I'll show you the rest of the garden later. But 20-20-20 down in the bottom of, 20-20-20 on top of your containers. Water it in good if you're not going to get a lot of rain. But if we get a bunch of rain like we are, we'll just water it in real quick. It's already down in there doing its thing. And if we get some more rain tonight, it'll just go a little further maybe down in there. A little more rain, it'll go a little further down in there. And I don't really expect I'd lose any. But these berries are pretty small, and I know Wichita's can get real big. So I'm expecting good things out of these. I think they just needed some fertilizer, but look at all those berries. Holy moly. Holy moly. All right, that's it. I believe we're gone.